Yeah, so I saw this movie last night, and I feel like it's another example of misleading marketing. Not to say this movie wasn't a horror movie, but it was a lot of other things mixed in. No spoilers, of course, but when I went into this movie, I was expecting one thing, and it ended up being a blend of other things. The beginning of the movie has actually a lot of good acting and dialogue, and you're trying to figure out like is something bad gonna happen or not. So it definitely does have horror elements in it, but at at a lot of points in the movie, I feel like it wasn't taking itself very seriously. It's one of the movies that I've seen that's really hard to define, because I'm spending most of the movie trying to figure out if they're serious or not. Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? Uh, when you figure out what the premise of the movie is, that's when you start to realize that this may not be taking itself too seriously, especially near the end. Now, there's great acting in the first half of the movie. There's just scenes where they just let characters talk, and the main actress does a great job at the beginning of the movie, along with another co-lead for a while there. But then it starts to get into the horror elements, or the scary part of the movie, I guess you would say, and that's actually really well done. This is a well directed movie. It's a well shot movie, I will say, but it wasn't too scary. Speaking of cinematography and the way it's shot, there are a few scenes where it's like close up and over the shoulder and maybe a little claustrophobic. So I can see some people freaking out in there. The audience that I went to seemed like the only people that were really scared were maybe some of the younger people. But again, this is not a bad movie. This is a very entertaining movie, and that's not a bad thing. The thing that I'm describing is not a bad thing. Where it starts to unravel a little bit is that near the end of the movie, but again, it's when it starts to show that it's not taking itself too seriously. I would say there are some goofy things that start to happen, but overall, I think this is a very entertaining movie. It's just that the marketing for it is very misleading. Not very misleading, but it's not showing you the total picture of what the movie is, and it's hard to describe this without spoiling the movie for you. But would I recommend it? Yes, go watch Barbarian. They pronounce it weird in the movie for some reason, but you'll see it when you get to that. It is entertaining. It isn't a game changing movie. It's a fun, thrilling movie with like some laughs, and I don't know. It's a blend of a lot of things, but I do recommend it.